Here's another interesting key relationship. I used to do a lot of work with a guy called Richard Haggad. And he ran a big hotel group in Abu Dhabi. I would go in the hospitality and I'd work with his whole company. I haven't heard from Richard for about 4 years. He left the hotel group, started up his own company. But you know what I love? On LinkedIn, when you get through that thing every day of all of the people that are having promotions, all of the people that are having birthdays, up comes Richard's birthday. So I get on there, and I don't do the normal little birthday thing. I always add some extra things in. Hey, Richard, it's been a long time since I've seen you, and please remember me. If you ever need me, give me a shout. About 10 minutes later, I get a phone call. This is Richard. I'm working with all of the big hotel groups in the Middle East now, and I think you'd be perfect for 2 hotel groups. Can you come in and work with them? I said, no. I said, how soon can I get onto the plane? But we've got to keep those relationships. Relationships are important. Does anyone do any work with Vistage or any of those kind of groups? Okay, Vistage is the world's biggest CEO. Oh, and Able, there we go. Vistage, Able, Ace. Vistage is the world's biggest CEO organization. What they do is they've got 50 groups over here. You go in and you run a 3-hour workshop. They don't pay a lot of money, but you're in front of 20 potential buyers. For me, I built up my whole business in Florida and Australia by going in and starting working with Vistage. I did my first Australian trip 5 years ago. Every November I go now and I do about 20 talks in a month while I'm over there and just have an absolute ball. From all of those talks, I built up so much extra business you cannot believe. In Florida, the whole business. The relationships over there, in every country, in every one of those groups, there is a person responsible for booking the speakers. I know everything, and it's normally a group of girls, and they're fantastic. I know everything about them, their birthdays, their children. I go in, I meet the team, I see everybody. The world headquarters for Vistage is in San Diego. I did a gig there last year, took an extra day, went in and sat with the team. There are 5 bookers for the whole of the States. There's 500 groups over there. When you sit in front of them, you can sell them. If you do an email, they're going to hit the delete button. Emails are okay, but they're never going to do anything for you. You've got to get in front of the people once they see you once, because they've got to know how to sell you. And I tell them how to sell me. Tell someone how to sell you. I met a bureau in Australia once, and he said this to me. He said, tell me in 1 sentence how I sell you. And think about that. What do you tell them? Tell me in one, oh, I'm a great leadership speaker. So what? Everyone else says that. Tell me in 1 sentence. We had that exercise earlier on, and you've got to know, how do you educate people to sell you? Oh, there's a big one. Be seen. One of my best friends and one of my favorite speakers is a guy called Robin Seeger. Who knows Robin? Robin's a great, great guy. We get together all the time. And I was on the phone for about an hour yesterday with Robin, and we were both just comparing notes. And I said to him, what percentage of speaking do you get from being seen? He said 100%. Mine is about 95%. You have got to be seen. And again, if you're new in the business, go and do talks anywhere and everywhere for free. Just get that platform time. Firstly, it's going to make you good, but you never know who's in the audience. Thursday night, midnight, I'm on the phone. I'm always marketing. I had to speak to some people in Canada that are booking me, and I had to speak to some in Australia. Time difference is huge. The Australians, 12 o'clock at night. It was about 9 o'clock in the morning there. For Canada, it was about noon the day before. So I'm on the line and I'm speaking to them there. And the ladies in Canada I was speaking to, I was organizing all of my travel arrangements. And I said, who else should I be speaking to in Canada? And she said, well, yeah, some people. I said, would you mind doing a quick email and just introducing me, and I'll follow up with a phone call in 5 minutes' time. You've got to give them pressure. If you tell them tomorrow, they're not going to do it. So anyway, they did the email, copied me in. 5 minutes later, phoned them, and all of a sudden there's more bookings coming from that kind of thing. So you've got to be seen. Here's the other thing. How many of us have got a YouTube channel? Okay. How many of us have got thousands and thousands of views on our videos? Okay. That's brilliant, because that's what you've got to have. By the way, if you're not getting thousands and thousands of views, I'm running my masterclass on video marketing. Yeah, this is a fun business, isn't it? But I've got 650 videos, and I'll easily get 1,000 views very, very quickly. But you've got to be seen. I mean, that's just a snapshot there. You can see I've got 3 million views. I've got 6,000 subscribers. I've got stacks and stacks of stuff. on my YouTube, and that's, if I am a sort of little bit of an expert on anything, it is on video marketing. I know what it takes. I know how long a video should be, all of the things you've got to put into a video. By the way, the average time is about 2 minutes, no longer than 2 minutes. YouTube did some surveys last year. The average watching time for a video is 36 seconds. How do you get your message in 36 seconds? In the first 3 seconds, tell them why they should watch the video. You know, what I hate is like 20 seconds before I even get into it. Our attention span is like that. Get right into it straight away. Got a friend called David Arvin. David is a great speaker from Denver, and we were talking, and he said to me about 100% of his online stuff, people coming to his website, he has got an unbelievable showreel. So I went and I watched it. Go and have a look, David Arvin. Just go and have a look at, I think he calls himself the visibility coach. Avrin, A-V-R-I-N, the visibility coach. Yeah. Go and take a look at his showreel. His showreel is fantastic. He said somebody watches that, they're going to book him. So what did I do? I just looked at it and saw exactly what he was doing. And it took me about a week, and I've got my own showreel now. And it's because I've got so many videos of where I've spoken at conferences, people have sent it to me, but they were all separate on YouTube. Now I've taken them and I've done like 1 minute that he does, then it's a big audience shot, small audience, and then some audience interaction, putting in everything. Because think about it, a booker's looking at that and they say, okay, that's good, I like that, I like it. And it's so funny, I just got a booking the other day and somebody said, I want you to tell that story that I saw on the video. So have all of your best stuff on your video over there. But you've got to be seen. Just get that time to be seen. Big one. We've heard that all the time. Use social media for branding. Articles. I can get onto the first page of Google for almost any key phrase. Who remembers about a week or two ago, British Airways brought out this thing where they're cutting your air miles by 75%. Did anyone see that? Geez, it incensed me. I got so cross. I wrote an article on it. And with articles, there's certain things you've got to do as well. I did all the right tagging. And I put it up there. Within 11 minutes, I was #1 in a search for British Airways. I was above British Airways in that search. Think about that. It only lasts for a day. But if you keep bringing that content in, Google gets used to you bringing content and things start to happen for you. So I regularly put up articles. I regularly put up videos. Now again, for me, I thought about what would my search term be? What would somebody be typing in? And the thing I came up with a while ago is I speak on sales and technology, and I did pretty well for that. And then somebody said to me, okay, that's an easy one. What about sales and marketing? You'll never get up there for sales and marketing. And I looked. I wasn't even on page 10 for sales and marketing. And that's really what I speak about. Anyway, if you have a look here, if you type in sales technology speaker, I own the first page. And this is what internet marketing does for you. I own the first page. And on my internet marketing bootcamp, no, I'm not going to. But over here, if you have a look at this, why do I own it? Because I'm on every social media channel. Frank Furness, that's my website over there, blog, YouTube. The biggest secret on getting seen is having YouTube videos. Every month I do about 5 new videos. If they're keyworded right, if you do all the right kinds of things, you stay up there all the time. And I've looked every country I go to in the world, I own the first page for Sales Technology Speaker. I picked up a great job. I picked up, what was it, Estee Lauder. Big company. I was asked to speak to their 50 world leaders in France. And I said to them, how did you find me? So, well, the CEO just said, we need somebody to speak on sales and technology. So what is the person going to do? They're going to go to Google and type in sales and technology speaker. Whoever comes up on the first page, I own the first page. They're not even going to go further than that. What do they want to do? Find a speaker, book it, and get on with the rest of their life. And then I thought about that sales and marketing speaker, absolutely full. Isn't it difficult? Sales and marketing speaker, impossible to get up there, except, wow, after the paid ads, I'm now #1 for sales and marketing speaker. Started working on this about a month ago. There it is, sales and marketing speaker, 55 million views. I am #1. Can you notice my articles over there? There's an article, the impact of social media on business. Did that article, can you see how quickly it went up there? 11 hours ago, and I'm up there. So I keep putting in those articles, putting up the right kinds of tags, and I stay there all the time. Let's get this. Yeah. we go. Then you've got to have a killer website. You've got to have an unbelievable website. This is where people are coming and checking us out. You can send out everything. You can do whatever you like. That's where they're going to come and look at things. If you don't have video testimonials on there, how can they see you? I have got 65 video testimonials. It is the most watched page. Let me tell you about a video testimonial as well. This is how you put a video testimonial together, and you always get it from the top person in the company. The higher you go, the better it's going to be. So I go and see a CEO of the company. They love the conference. Afterwards I say, can I get a video testimonial? You've got to give them a little bit of coaching. The first 20 seconds is their elevator speech. Hi, I'm Joe Bloggs from XYZ. I'm the CEO of this company, and we help to make widgets. That's their elevator speech. The next thing they've got to speak about is you as a speaker. But you don't want them to say, we had Phil and he was fantastic or he was amazing. Get them to be specific. By using Phil, our financial services leads have increased by 32%. Our customer services has increased by so much or decreased. Try and have some kind of tangible thing, and then it finishes off again with them and who they are. And it just works absolutely brilliantly. I've got a great guy that does my website. And again, I've got all kinds of things. This is just a screenshot from my website over there. You can see a couple of things. There's all the normal testimonials with a drop-down list, which is easy. Here's what they watch. Video testimonials. They click onto that. That's the page they go. I can make up those testimonials. I can put in people's names. It's easy. You can't make up a video testimonial. Those video testimonials.
Pardon me, just a question on this, because I feel it's really important that we give people instructions on so you said 20 seconds they give their own pitch, but then how long for, obviously up to 90 seconds in total, but would that be 40 to 60 seconds?
Yeah, and some of them it's just short and sweet, so,
okay.
but never longer than 2 minutes in total.
No, and I know I've been asked before to give a video testimonial, asked for what they wanted, they said just do it, in which case it's not going to be exactly what they want.
Yeah, you've got to give them a little bit of direction.
Yeah.
So again, I did one for Joy, maybe 20, 25 seconds, but following that same kind of format over there. She's leaving. Excuse me, it gets better. I promise you. It's okay. No. Take a look at this over here. Send a voice message to Frank Furness. I don't know when somebody's going to come onto my site. If they're in Australia, it could be 3 o'clock in the morning. They're looking at it. They want to do something right now. They're not going to wait until tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning they've forgotten about me. They've got on with their life. So I have so many little tools over here where they just start recording. Through comes a voice message, and immediately I get an email saying, you got a voice message from Michael Dodd. This is Michael. Frank, I want to buy another 3 of your products. How quickly can you get them in the post? But there are so many incredible tools out there that we've got to be using. Make it easy for people to book you. So let's say they're going to be booking somebody on social media or whatever. There's a million social media speakers out there. We're all speaking on the same kind of thing. I've got to think about, how do I make it easy for somebody to book me? I've got page-turning software where people can page through. They can look at chapters of my books. They can look at all of my talks. Everything I think about is, how do I make it easy on the website? Here's my favorite one. Always, always be marketing. Always be marketing. And if there's one thing that I'm good at, it is I'm always marketing. By the beginning of this year, I had 40 gigs booked for the year already. And then I just thought, I want to get some more. I don't want to work too hard. I don't want to be the world's busiest speaker. For me, speaking is a lifestyle. I mean, I go to America. Anyone that goes to NSA, it's really interesting. It's the best experience in the world. But they are the biggest egos ever. I mean, somebody walks up to you, hey Frank, how's it going? Good to see you. There's somebody more important. Okay, we'll see you, you know. And then you go and you meet these American speakers. And I'd say to them, hey, how's it going? Changing lives. One day at a time. The only person whose life I'm changing is mine. I'm traveling the world. I'm staying in the best hotels. I'm seeing the best cities at someone else's expense. For me, that's what it's all about. I mean, there's this whole big ego thing. I don't buy into the whole ego thing, because I'll go and do a talk for a company and straight afterwards, oh Frank, that was fantastic, it was amazing. 2 days later, I'm out of their lives. They've moved on. Isn't that true? I'm not changing anyone's life. I say to a lot of the companies that I'm working with, 10% of you will actually do something that I'm going to tell you today. And that's really the truth about it. When you think about it, so many people come. So for me, it's a lifestyle business, and I'm always marketing. So let's have a look at some of the things I've got here. So here's a story that happened last week. A little while ago, I have a phone call from a company in Coventry, and a small financial services company, 60 people work there. Can you come and talk? We're having our first conference, first time we're having it. Can you come? I said, yeah, I'd love to. What do you charge? And he came back to me and said, oh, that's way too, we just can't afford that kind of thing. So I said, okay, well, what's your budget? Their budget was like $2,000. So I said, okay, I'm free on that day, I'll do it. I don't get into the whole thing that this is my normal fee and a discount, because they all know the game, you know. So I just go straight and say, I'll do it for $2,000. Go in, I do the job, and it was great. It was 60 minutes. And then the guy comes on, the guy who owns the company at the end of it, and he's saying to all of his staff over there, and remember what I've put in from this year, for every one of you, you've now got a budget of £500 for self-development. And my ears prick up there. Straight up. This is like manna for heaven, you know. Straight away, get back to the office, little email, thanks so much for all of that kind of stuff. By the way, I have a one-day masterclass on how to use social media to find more clients, how to retain your client, all of the pain points, speaking about that. And I can do a maximum of about 10 people a day. What do I want to do? I want to get about 5 days of 10 of those people, each paying $500. They've already got the budget, so straight away from a small paying job, it's going into something that could be worth quite a lot of money. So always keep your eyes and ears open. You never know when opportunities are going to come. So that could turn out into something really, really big. Wherever you go, I do a lot of overseas work, and I'm always marketing. I always take an extra day to meet with potential people. So let's say I'm going to Singapore. What I'll do is I'll go in and I'll type in conferences in Singapore, and I'll see all the conferences that come up, and then I'll contact those conference organizers or the companies, and I'll say to them, listen, I'm speaking in Singapore. By the way, if I can you come in and just take a look at me speaking? Because if they see you speaking, chances are they're going to book you. If not, I'd love to just meet up and have a cup of coffee. And it's when you're sitting with them that all the magic starts to happen. We're in a relationship business. If you're sitting in front of somebody, something is going to happen.